Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. ओके, क्या नाम है आपका?
Sir, myself Rajat Ghate, and I am from Indore, and I have done graduation in BE Civil Engineering. I am passed out of 2019 from RGPV University, and I am currently working as a junior MERN stack developer.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the role of ReactJS in MERN stack?
So ReactJS is basically used for making the UI of our web applications, and to get data from the backend and present it in the front end of our client system.
Okay. What is ReactJS? Suppose that I want to ask definition of ReactJS, then how to define it?
So ReactJS is an open source front-end component-based library. It is declarative, efficient, and flexible for building reusable UI components.
Okay, very nice. Can you tell me what is component in ReactJS?
Component basically a set of reusable code which can be easily accessible in same or different file, and it is the heart of the ReactJS, and every React application is made up of these pieces called components.
Okay. Without component, can you create ReactJS applications?
No sir, I don't think.
It is not possible.
No sir.
Okay. So which component is mostly used? Functional component or class component?
If you want to implement complex business logic, you should prefer class component. If you don't, then you should prefer functional component. And if you want more security in your component and file or project, you should prefer class component.
Means functional component is unsecure.
Yes, it is less secure as compared to class component.
It is less secure. Okay. What cannot be do by the functional component perfectly?
I think it is the implementing the statefulness of a component.
I think that statefulness of component can be easily managed, because you can also create the controlled component using functional component also.
Yes.
My question is that what is the limitation of functional component? What cannot be do using functional component?
I don't think sir, I know that.
Okay. Do you know about component lifecycle?
Yes sir, React Lifecycle.
So yeah, React Lifecycle.
Yes sir.
What is React Lifecycle?
It is comprises of the three phases, which is mounting, updating, and unmounting. In mounting phases, we put all our HTML under DOM. In updating phase, we change the state and re-renders the UI. And in unmounting phases, we destroy the all elements from the DOM.
Okay, suppose that we are creating one component and we are taking one button. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose that when I will click the button, then you can tell me the how component mounting state will be implemented, how component updating state will be implemented. Okay, when component mounting state will be implemented, before clicking the button or after clicking the button?
It will be, I think, after the clicking the buttons. It will render the constructor methods. After that, it will render method will run. After that, it will update the refs and DOMs, and after that, component did mount method will run. If you are sending new props or changing the state, then it will go into the updating phase, and should the component
after clicking the button, updating phase will work or not?
It will work, sir.
It will work.
Yes.
Okay. Means when we change the state,
yes,
then
sir,
updating will work. Okay. And unmounting?
And if the state is not changing or new props is not passing in, then it will go into the unmounting phase, and component will unmount method will run.
Suppose that unmounting phase I want to implement on functional component. Is it possible?
Sir, we can use effect, and to
the use effect is especially for mounting phase. Na? I am asking about unmounting phase.
No sir, I don't know.
So this is the limitation of functional component. It not follow the React lifecycle perfectly as compared to class. Okay. The next question. What is the props?
So props stands for properties, and props are an argument which is passed as an HTML attribute to share data between parent component to child component.
Okay, and I want to share the data from child component to parent component. Is it possible by props?
No sir, because ReactJS has a unidirectional flow of data.
It's okay. You need a reference for data. Okay. So suppose that I have need. Again I want to revert. Okay. I'm not using props. Any other approach you can use?
Yes, sir. We can use Redux library to send data from one component to another component without using props.
What is the name of the methods of this library?
Sir, the methods are actions, reducer, and store.
Without using Redux?
We can use context hooks.
Yes, we can use context hooks. Okay, to passing the data. Okay, and another approach is also that the navigation method. Okay, as a parameters also you can send the data from one component to
another component.
Okay. The next question is based on hooks. Okay, suppose that I want to create hooks on class component. Is it possible?
No, sir. Because class component is already the stateful component, and if we want to make an stateless component and stateful, you have to use hooks. And because class component is already in stateful, we cannot implement.
Okay. So why we create hooks?
To implement React Lifecycle methods and into the functional components.
And any other advantage of hooks?
And it retains its data and it retains its data and properties even after reload and re-render.
Okay. So hooks will call multiple times or single time. Suppose I am overriding use effect hooks. Okay, in functional component. After on updating, hooks will call or not?
Hooks will call. If you are using use effect, it will call it automatically if the dependency is not given. If the dependency it changes, then it will call itself.
Okay.
It will re-render automatically.
Okay. What is asynchronous operations in ReactJS?
Asynchronous operation in ReactJS is it will run when until जब तक कि data नहीं मिल जाता उसको. Dislimely like that.
Any example where you can define where asynchronous operations is working?
Basically it will use in APIs where we have to get all data, and if there is an error we have to show it, and if it not, then
which type of API method especially use asynchronous?
Axios method is used.
Axios method. Okay, so what is the Axios method and what is the difference between Axios method and fetch method?
So basically fetch method is inbuilt in ReactJS, and Axios we have to install it, and fetch methods is mostly supported in modern browser, and Axios is supported in older and newer version both of the browsers, and it have to be converted in JavaScript object to JSON in fetch method, but in Axios it will automatically convert it, and Axios method is more secure as compared to fetch method.
Okay, what is that token? Suppose that I want to send any authentication token. Okay, in Axios method, is it possible?
Yes, sir.
How to send authentication token?
It will be the third parameter of the any Axios method or a URL, and we have to send it by creating an object where we send the content type and headers into it.
Okay. What is API? How to define it?
API it stands for Application Programming Interfaces, and it is used to communicate data between database platform to client or application platform, and it uses HTTP methods and requests to communicate between them, and it is nowadays most important concept in web application or mobile application.
Okay, suppose that you want to call two different APIs simultaneous.
Yes.
Is it possible?
Yes, sir. We'll be using Axios to share calling, and yeah, sir.
Means Axios provides the multiple API calling mechanism.
By using its async and await methods.
Async and await method you can use it. Okay. What is JSX and what is the basic difference between JavaScript and JSX?
So, sir, JSX stands for JavaScript XML, and it is used to write HTML elements or tags inside in JavaScript file without using its function like create element and append child. And basic difference is that there are some classes or keywords which are reserved in JavaScript which cannot be used in JSX, like class keyword which is reserved and for keyword is also reserved.
Okay. What is the difference between actual DOM and virtual DOM?
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Actual DOM and virtual DOM?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Suppose that I want to create any complex applications in ReactJS.
Yes.
Okay. Then what approach you will prefer?
Yeah, we should prefer Redux, which is a library of JavaScript and which it uses for state management. It separates our project into 4 different layers, which is view, action, reducer, and store.
Okay. What is store?
Store is where we put all our data, and when called by a component, we share the data directly to them without using any props.
Okay. Store will connected from?
Reducer and state, it will connect in for
Directly connected from state or views?
Sir, it will connected from state, and state will connected to UI.
Views. Okay. And views will connected from?
Actions.
And action will connected from?
Reducers.
And reducer will connected from?
Store.
Okay. And store will connected from?
State.
Or views?
State
to views. Okay. Suppose that without using Redux, I want to create complex project. Then you can manage it or not?
Sir, we can manage it by using use context methods or hooks, and it is similar as it is similar to Redux, but it is not at that level as compared to Redux.
You heard about Flex?
Yes, sir, I heard about it, but I don't know much about it.
Okay. It is older library of Redux. Okay. Which version of ReactJS currently you are using?
16, I think 16 point something.
16 point something you are using. Okay. What is the command to install ReactJS in machine?
npx create -react -app and app name.
This is for create the project.
Yes, sir.
I am asking installation.
npm install react.
Yeah, this is the command. What is meaning of npm?
npm stands for Node Package Manager, and it is the provide to install libraries in the React applications. And
have you created any project in ReactJS?
Yes, sir, I have created in project, and it is called eRoom Rent.
eRoom Rent project you have created. Okay, how to create navigation bar in ReactJS?
So we have to use routing to create a navigation paths to navigate between different components by using React Router DOM, and it provides us with 3 classes: browser, router, routes, and route.
Okay, what is the index attribute in route? Index. You have used index?
No, sir.
Suppose I want to call implicit any route, then what you will do?
Sir, I have not used index.
Okay, you have not used. Can we pass any parameters under the route?
By using link, you can pass it with a state. You can pass it as a state along with the path.
Okay. You have good confidence, and I think that your knowledge is up to the mark in ReactJS especially.
Yeah.
Okay, some things you should improve, that in some questions you have not answered, but 80% questions you have answered correctly. Okay, best of luck for your futures.
Thank
okay.
you, sir.